Oh Lord.
Yes, it's me.
It's me. I'm the problem. It's me.
All right, we're live. All right, so I guess we're live now. This is Matt from Bullets and Bourbon, and we got Jason, Buddy, and Patrick Beckham. Patrick's joined here to kind of be the shit talker. Buddy here's to be the announcer for the brackets, and then Jason's here to kind of talk about the match. Well, let's go in reverse order and kind of talk to Jason first. So, Jason, what do you got for us?
Uh, uh, if any of you guys listened last night on the Memorial Instagram Live, we were down at Clinton House this weekend. Me, David Hoeing, Sean Donnelly, Max Kogler, and we were working on some stages. We got some stages built. We got more than we thought we were going to get built. Everything went really well. We ended up getting 5 stages on the ground, 2 of which are 100%, and the other 3 are about 90 to 95%. So we're sitting pretty good right now. That being said, what you can expect out of the match, as far as if nothing changes and Clinton House lets me do what I hope I'm able to do right now, we have 4 long range stages. There will be stages 1 and 2 will be long range, and stages 8 and 9 will be long range.
So,
And
how many long range targets on each of those long range stages are we talking?
um, it depends on the stage, obviously. Stage 1 will have upwards of 4 to 5. Stage 2 will have maybe 6. They're long range, but they are not long range heavy. So the stage isn't determined by long range, or it's not. I wouldn't say determined. It's not based off of long range. It's got other parts of the stage that are built into it. Like stage 2, it's a jungle run, and then halfway through the jungle run, you shoot long range, and you finish out the jungle run. Stage 1, which I haven't built yet, tentatively, it's going to be an all option stage. You may have 2 different long range shooting positions, but we won't go past 400. And keep in mind, guys, our targets are 3 to 4 MOA targets, leaning towards the 4 MOA side. So I'm not going to give you small targets that you can't see. The target's going to have backers. Obviously, I can't control wind. Try and give you as solid positions as I can for all the divisions. And stage 1, roughly 400 yards is about the furthest we'll go there. Stage 2, I believe we can get out to 565. But then, like I said, it'll be an 18 by 24. It'll be a huge target with a backer behind it, so you'll be able to see it and all that. There'll be 6 targets on that stage, varying between 80 and 560 yards. Stage 8, that is a long range dominant stage. It's in the same place that stage 8 was last year. We changed it up a little bit, how we're doing it. And you're going to start with long range on that one, and it'll be a 3 position, but the 3 positions are in one localized position. You don't have to move. But that's the best way I can explain it. But that one will go out to 600 if I can get to 600. It hasn't grown up too much, and I can get to 600. One of the positions will go to 600 there, and there'll be roughly between 6 and 8 targets on that one. On stage 9, it's an option stage, but there's one position that you will more than likely shoot from. It's a good position for all the divisions, and it will go. We're going to have a target now. Everybody's going to go, "Oh my God!" But keep in mind, it's going to be at minimum a 4 MOA target. We're going to go out to about 650. It's going to be on a 24 by 48 piece of steel.
Fucking
So
hell.
it's a bed sheet.
It's doable.
It's completely. And it'll have magnetos on it and all that jazz. We'll have spotting scopes and everything. But that's the plan for that one. That's the longest target on that one. But that one will be long range heavy. It will have roughly 9 long range targets, varying between 100 yards and 650 yards.
And Jason, didn't you tell me that 650 target is one that they use for PRS? It's a little thinner, reverberates a little more, and it's easier to.
It's a thinner piece of steel, and it will reverberate more. I looked at it today. Mike took me over there, and I asked him if he had a big piece of steel, because how they've cut the property now, they're leaning more on the PRS side, and they have cleared the those of you that have shot last year or shot the Pro-Am. When you're on top of the hill looking across, if you shot Pro-Am this year, you saw where they cleared it. If you shot last year for Fall Brawl, it was all woods where the big tractor trailers at that we shot beside. Now where they've cleared it all off, the ranges vary now. It's 100-yard difference from ridge to ridge. So you can get to a ridge to 550, but then after 550, it goes straight to 650. There's a 100-yard difference there. So I want to maximize as much as we can. Obviously making it fair, competitive, and keeping to the 4 MOA size that I like to be at on targets like that. So in one direction, it's a 4 MOA target. In another direction, it's almost a 5 MOA target. It's a gigantic target. So obviously I can't control the wind. So the wind is going to be what it is. But you should be able to see your impacts, because now it's all dirt, unless it's, God forbid it's raining. It's all dirt.
Those fucking words.
I know, right? So it's all dirt, and so you should be able to spot impacts and your corrections. I am going to put wind flags out there when I go out there to set all the targets and all that jazz. I don't have anything definitive on the long range on that side, or actually any of the long range, because the weekend before they have a snipers unknown match, and I can't set any of my long range until they get done. So that's going to be kind of a not last minute thing, but that's going to be one of the last things I do this year, as opposed to one of the first things I do. So the rest of the stages are majority 3-gun. Actually, all of them are 3-gun, with the exception of the all shotgun jungle run, which I haven't built yet. So I don't even know where that's going to go or how that's going to look yet. I still got to work that one in. There are going to be, if things go the way I want them to go, there's only going to be 2 bay stages. One's going to be a bay to bay, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to use the shoot house stage. I'm not 100% on that. There's like I said last night, like the tower and the airplane for Memorial, there's only so many ways I can skin that cat. So I don't want to be repetitive. But I think if I can get Mike to kind of bite on a couple of things I want to do, I might be able to make it a good stage. If not, I'm gonna flex out and go to another bay. So that's the plan. The other stages 3, 4, 5, correction. 1, 2, 3 and 4 are jungle runs. They're all 3 guns if you choose to shoot it that way. Some of them you don't have any choice. Some of them you do have choice. I believe stage 5 is going to be the all shotgun jungle run. Stage 6 is going to be bay. Stage 7 is going to be bay. Stage 8 is going to be long range. Stage 9 is going to be long range. Stage 10 is, if we're able to use their PRS area, we're going to use their Connexes, and then we won't be shooting for rifle past 130 yards. But I'm hoping to make it a pretty interesting stage. I got some good ideas for that. And if we can't use that, then we're going to flex back to the base, and there'll be 3 base stages. That's the plan right now for the match. Buddy and I have been talking about the squad matrix to make it where you stay in a certain area for that day, and then the next day you go to another area. And then, like at Memorial or last year, what we did is you might have to flex from stage 3 to stage 8 or stage 2 to stage 5 or something. You'll have to on Sunday. You'll have to flex to drive a little bit more than. But on Friday and Saturday, it's going to be pretty. You're going to stay in your little areas. Is how we're going to do it. Now, obviously, on the far side, I can only get so many stages over there, and then you're going to flex over to the bay. So you 8, 9, 10, and then you will flex 6 and 7 in the bays right there. So you'll have to drive that distance. We're kind of building the stages to work it that way. So stage 10 will be a little bit faster stage to accommodate the drive. Stage 7 will be a little bit shorter stage to accommodate the drive stage 8.
Nice.
So I'm trying to build in the driving time that we need to make everything work and make everything go well. The same for stage 1. Stage 1 will be Stage 5 will be a little bit faster stage to go to stage 1, just because it's driving from one across the bridge, then back down all the way to the end of the road. So, but we're working it, and I'm hoping you guys enjoy it. It came together faster and better than I thought it was this weekend. I was hoping to get 4, anticipating on getting 3, and then we ended up at 5. So everything went real well. And like I said last night, anybody listening, anybody watches this later, please, if you see David Hoeing, Max Progler, or Sean Donnelly, thank them. They took time to come out and help me build, which helped out tremendously. So we're sitting really, really good leading into the next couple of weeks before the match.
Awesome. Just real quick, can you talk about the differences between like the Battle for the South and the Fall Brawl?
The biggest difference between those two matches is Battle of South. Basically, you might as well call it a bay match, because we're essentially in just big ass bays at Griffin Group. It's not really natural terrain because like I said, we're basically in bays. Clinton House is at minimum 70% of this match is natural terrain. I'm hoping to make it 80% if I get 8 stages on natural terrain. Well, the PRS side is not going to be on the natural terrain, but it's still, I guess it's still kind of natural terrain. It's kind of a bay, but it's kind of not. But at least 70% of the match is on natural terrain. I've used very little walls. The stage I built today, stage 9, I used walls, and it's the first stage out of 5 that I used any walls. So it is natural terrain. Texas-esque is kind of how I look at it. Now, I know Aaron doesn't like to use any fault line or anything like that. And
Almost
we do
like a rolling 180, but
yeah, but he likes to use he'll stack sticks to stop you from going in directions. We use fault line, but I went off the beaten path on a couple of them, cut new areas in, did some stuff like that, and it is natural terrain, as natural terrain as we can make it here, with the little rolling hills that Clinton House has, and the terrain that it offers. I tried to get off the main paths on most of the stages and make it kind of something newish or different, so we're not repetitive with other matches.
Yep.
And one thing, Matt, that we do is where the stages at Fall Brawl are going to be a little bit bigger than the stages at Battle for the South, because we keep it with the way we do the format where it's only 4 stages per day. We can make the stages a little bit bigger, like a more of a vortex shootout or something like that, where you have a little bit long. We're not having 200. We're not having
almost like an old Blue Ridge style format in a sense,
kind of
like
toned down a little bit from Blue Ridge. But
it's not a 3-minute stage, but it's a pretty they're pretty big stages. Most of the round counts are between 50 and 60 shots. So you anticipate bigger stages, just like last year. Anticipate bigger stages, higher round count stages. I try to build in options into all of our matches, even the natural terrain. So that way, if you don't like shooting something that much, you can switch to a different gun if it allows for it. Obviously, in natural terrain, I've got to control the pistol and rifle a little more. Birdshot can go just about anywhere, but I have to control pistol and rifle. So I did the best I could to give you as many options as possible in the areas that I'm working in. The base stages, one of the base stages I'm going to do is not going to be really optional at all. I'm pretty much going to dictate what you're going to do. But the other base stage, the shoot house stage, I'm going to try and make it as like a normal, like one of my stages that I normally make, an option based stage where you can kind of shoot it how you want, and shoot play to your strengths. The the stage 9 that I built today, it's option based. You can run it all pistol and then rifle, or rifle and all pistol, or all shotgun. It depends on what division you're shooting and how you want to shoot it. I looked at it from a TAC Ops division, shooting it in multiple different ways, and it worked. It played. I looked at it from a modified division, and it played. I looked at it from an open division. I mean, open division can be shot anyway. Open division, you don't really have to plan for them. I mean, honestly, they're the biggest retards. I mean, it is literally the easiest one to plan for. But I don't want to build it too open, so I try to build it with TAC Ops, because I'm not trying to screw those guys over. Matt, that shoot TAC Ops, and Pat, who is still a poor and shoots TAC Ops.
Hey!
But
it's like a monkey fucking a football bat.
But no, I try to look at every stage as a TAC Ops shooter. That way, I've got I'm not screwing anybody over, because modified is growing, but it's still, there's people who shoot TAC Ops, and I'm not trying to screw them out of what they're paying to come to and shoot. So everything is equitable, in my opinion. Everything is equitable. Everything flows pretty well. Do anticipate, and you gotta, guys, I don't know how I can stress this anymore. There are 1 or 2 80-yard slug targets. I was going to go farther than that, and I decided not to.
What size targets are we looking at for the slug targets?
Like 8-inch at 80 yards.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding. It's an 18 by 24. 18 by 24. I mean, it's a big target.
John's not calling it. It'd be all right.
Yeah. As long as Westbrook's not
He's
calling.
up on Westbrook now.
I need to also let everybody know, Westbrook, just like last year, brought out his tractor for this year, and I could not get any of this done without that. His tractor, I used it so much in the past 3-4 days. And it has been a huge help for me not to have to bring mine all the way 3.5 hours south, and him bringing his down there. If you guys would please reach out to Westbrook, tell him thank you for helping, because I couldn't get this done without him either, him and Junior.
Hey, John, we'll give you a reach around whenever we get down there. Thank you.
But he brought that down. But yeah, it's coming together.
Hey, slings. Are we gonna need
no slings? No slings. I know we'd probably be using slings, but right now, the way I have it built, I don't anticipate using slings at all. And I'm sure everybody is yelling, thank God, because everybody hates slings. But I just don't see any reason to incorporate them. I think it would be cool if I could have got to a couple of other areas that I had planned on. I was going to use slings. I was going to have 2 rifle positions, but it didn't work out that way. So we are not going to use slings. So yeah. Big thing is, which it shouldn't be a problem, is as we're shooting, there's plenty of people on the squads. We need to be resetting as we're moving. The stages that can't be reset while the shooter's shooting are smaller, so they can be reset after the shooter gets done shooting. There's only a couple of those stages. The rest of them are moving down a trail, shooting, and then they need to be reset as they're moving down. On deck shooters tracking right behind, ready to set their gun to get them ready. So it's set up to flow, set up to be a equitable, fun, flowing match is hopefully what it ends up being. And we have extra time. It's a 10-hour day, and we've allocated 8 hours of shooting. So we've got a little flex if we need it.
And I should be going down on Friday to work on a few things. And I may have some stage videos, kind of like we did for Battle of the South. I may have a couple of stage videos ready to go up on Friday. And one of the things that we discussed with timing is that since we're on these 2-hour blocks and as long as it runs on time, if you show up at 1:45 and you're not supposed to shoot till 2 and the squad's off of there, we're going to hold it till 2 if it's running correctly, and just not be rushing everybody in there and giving everybody a little chance to take a break. And if you happen to end up in there, maybe you get a little bit of extra walkthrough time, as our schedule would allow. That is what we're shooting for. Is sticking to those 2-hour windows.
And as crazy as that sounds, that prevents us from creating a ripple effect of backing up stages, because you may have squads like a Thomas McCaskill squad who is just screaming through stages, and they're behind a slower squad, and they just keep rolling up on that squad. If we stick to that time frame, I think everybody should be on time. It gives people time to get to their vehicles, to get their stuff unloaded, get their guns loaded, or get their magazines loaded, get everything staged and ready, and walk through. And because these are bigger stages, and they don't require a ton of memory, but there's a lot going on. And there are horizontal throwers. I know if you guys shot Memorial, we had 8 horizontal throwers. As of right now, I have a total of 8 in the match, and I have 10 total.
What's 8 times 2.5?
Yeah,
Let's go ahead and take
exactly.
that off now.
Yeah.
Are you gonna have them kind of set up like in Battle for the South, to where you hit multiple poppers and they're just like flying all over the fucking place?
No. Well, one will set 2 off on 2 of the stages, but they're going in the same direction. No, I didn't. And I didn't do it like so far. I haven't done it like Memorial, where we had a couple coming at you. Right now, they're moving one stage. They're moving from right to left, and there are different heights or planes, if you will, as they're going right to left. And then on stage 8, there's 3 on that one. One popper sets 2 off, but they're lofting over and down into a gully. So they are in the air forever. They're just floating out in the air. And it's up to you if you shoot all 3 in the air at the same time, or you just want to send 2 and then send 1, kind of like that. So I'm hoping what it does is it just gives some flair to the stage. It gives it's lofting up there. 2 of them in one of the jungle runs, they're going across, and they're sporty. They're sporty. Right. I lofted one, and one's a little got a little stank on it. It's moving. I may tone it down a little bit, but it's not horrible. It's not impossible, and it's not even it's fun and it's challenging. But it's definitely something. If you're not paying attention, you'll be like, where to go. So you gotta pay attention on your walkthroughs. When the ROs come up here and demonstrate it, pay attention. When the shooters are shooting it, pay attention. First shooter, second shooter, definitely better pay attention. But it's nothing that can't be done. It's an easy enough shot, but it's challenging into itself. So we're trying to eliminate any holes that are going to be in the way. But like I keep referencing Texas, when they do a lot of natural terrain, I can't remove every little rock, every little stump, every little twig that's in the way. So, I'm doing the best I can. So this again is yes, I will, buddy. I will shut up.
You need a reminder sometimes.
I know. Well, we want to talk about the match. So, be aware it's just some natural terrain, and we're going to be moving on it. So, but other than that, go ahead, buddy. I'm done talking now. Now that you shut me up.
I'm done. I'm done. I won't interject anymore and keep you talking. Go ahead, Matt. Let's move on.
All right.
Wrap it up, B.
All right. We're gonna start going right into what the drawings, or basically the brackets.
Yes.
Okay.
We're gonna start with the ladies tac ops. What it is, I've got a random sequence generator that I've got. What we're drawing for is the first four pairings, and the first person that we call out is going to be we'll have lane choice. We'll have choice of whichever side they want to shoot from, and then once we get this done, we'll move through the other. Matt, we got anybody listening?
Yeah, we got some people listening.
All right, have somebody give us a reasonable number of times to shuffle this thing, not 37 or something.
All right. Hey, give me a number between 1 and 10.
1,000. 1 in 10,000.
Shut up. Shut up, Pat.
1 million.
There's some lag, so give us a sec.
Like I always say, pick or I'm gonna pick. Oh, you don't know your shooting order? You're up.
I got 4.
4 will work. So here we go. We're gonna do 1.
This is for the ladies brackets, by the way, everybody.
2, yes, 3 and 4. All right. So we've got our random number generator has gone, and our first matchup in the first match and having lane choice is going to be Jessica Hook.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Versus.
Jen Card.
Oh.
Ooh, that'll be good.
That'll be a very good one.
Yes.
Jen's really been
Jen's been putting in the work. I mean, like that, they're both very good shooters. Jessica's been doing this for a while, but Jen Card, she's been putting in the work. I mean, ever since like Pat really started working with her and making sure she's been getting at it. Like she did
great at the pro-am.
Yeah,
so.
she's been, like you said, she's been putting in the work. Yeah, you can ask her. I talk to her 6:15 every day, Tuesday through Friday, about dry fire. So she's been putting in the work, smoothing out. It's starting to come together for her.
Exactly. And Jessica, Jessica's always a threat to win the whole thing. So,
Yeah.
and then our next group is going to be number 8, which is Christy Connor Tate, and Christy will have lane choice, and she's going to be going up against Amy Horn.
Nice.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, some of the OGs going up against each other.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Georgia versus Alabama there.
I mean, Christy's just gonna be like, "Hey, y'all, I'm just gonna take my time and I'm gonna get all my shots."
Yeah, but don't sleep on Christy shooting a rifle. She shoots a rifle well.
Oh,
That's the reason it's the rifle.
So the next one is going to be number 4, which is Jana Reeves, and Jana will have lane choice, and she's going to be shooting against Katrina Reed.
I don't know Katrina.
Katrina shoots well.
Yeah.
From Florida or North or South Georgia.
Yeah, South Georgia.
She's been around for a long time, and Katrina shoots really well.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I think we all know Jana. Like, she shoots, but I mean, I think all these matchups are going to be pretty good.
Exactly. And then our last matchup, with the first shooter with lane choice is going to be Brittany Long. Not one of the double star shooters.
Yes, she is.
And she is going to be shooting against Heather Miller.
Nice.
All right. This is going to be good. Like, when Brittany's on, she's on. And, I mean, Heather's always been a consistent shooter. And when Brittany's on, she's on. I mean, like every single one of these shooters, like, it's like there's no doubt, like, any one of them can take it.
Yep.
Like, that's what's great about this. Real quick before we get too into the weeds of the brackets, buddy, do we have specific days on who's going to shoot what days? Like the tac op shooter shooting on what days?
Friday Friday at 6 o'clock is going to be the ladies shoot off, and at 7 o'clock is going to be the tack op shoot off, and then Saturday at when's sunset, Jason?
Probably
Yeah.
around
Sunset is around 5:30, 6 o'clock.
Okay, so it'll be
Okay.
dark the whole time. So at 6 o'clock on Saturday, we'll be doing the open shoot off.
Okay.
So that way we should we'll do 6 and then we'll go straight into tack ops.
No, you
And-
can leave that, Matt. You can just leave that. I'm cool with that.
For those who are wondering, we were just checking it just to make sure everything was working. But yeah, no.
I thought that would have been a fun matchup.
Fuck you.
Now I want to spank JK real early in this one. That's what I'm hoping for.
JK's gonna wipe your ass all over the floor.
He can wipe my butt when I'm done beating him.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, buddy. Sunset is at 5:23.
Okay, so it'll be dark for the ladies
Uh-huh.
and the men. So I know when we do it at Battle of the South, usually when the ladies shoot, it's still light out and it goes into dark. So that'll be good. So we'll have that time in between when we get done shooting, hopefully around 4:30 until 6 to go to the food truck and do that kind of thing.
Yep.
And then the shoot offs will kick off around 6 o'clock. So me and Jason won't be tired or busy or anything, right, Jason?
At all.
Just easy,
Okay.
just easy
Yep.
days. No
Hey.
worries.
Hey, just for those that are listening, pass it on. Whenever it comes to the shoot off, just be sure to bring Buddy a drink or something. That way he can, stay lively.
I'm going to try to avoid the horrific hangover I had after Battle for the South. We can't have the shoot off and Jason's birthday on the same night again. Just
It won't be that way next year.
thank God. That was
Yeah.
ugly.
Yeah, Battle for the South's on the 5th and 6th, I think.
Yes. Good
What? So
Lord.
no more blow up dolls for Jason?
No more blow up dolls.
There's none that'll make it to the ring.
So, all right, before we get too far along, and we'll do it in the end, but remind me, we're gonna name 2 alternates. The first 2 people on the wait list, we're gonna name those as alternates and notify them that we don't have any for the ladies because we've only got 8 ladies signed up.
Yep.
But for the other divisions, we have people on the wait list, so we're gonna name alternates to come and in case somebody falls out or is sick or doesn't want to shoot or something like that. So we have a
Okay.
couple of alternates ready to go.
Yep.
The thought being that they would bring all their gear and be ready to shoot just in case somebody's not able to. So moving on to tac ops, and we've actually got a couple guys in here that are open shooters that when they saw we had room in the tac ops shoot off, they're breaking out their tac ops gear and shooting tac. So that'll be fun.
Are they
So,
even gonna know how to aim with iron sights?
I was gonna say, make sure you
Not
turn
my-
your sights on.
not my problem. Not my problem. So, all right, let's go. If you guys are ready to get started,
Give me a
Will
number between 1 and 10, everybody. Somebody.
a-hole's gonna say 10.
I hope somebody says 10.
Bueller.
Bueller. Uh-huh. All right, we'll just go with 8.
All right.
Oh, wait, nope, we got 10. Judd said 10.
Judd
said 10?
Of course he did.
If I get a bad matchup, I'm gonna be. I know who to be mad at.
Judd.
Yeah, John.
That damn Judd. 5, 6, 7.
We're assuming what he
And what's bad is he's sitting there doing it. He didn't do it like 3 times and said there's 10. He's actually
No,
counting
I cannot tell a lie. All right, so here we are. We're ready. Our first matchup on here is actually in our first shooter and our first lane change. It's going to be Matt Gunley.
Fuck me.
This is
it
a good lane choice.
out.
Me? Tell me it's me.
Shooting against Nate Staskowitz.
Oh!
Oh, nasty day.
Well, Matt, you should have stuck with the original one. You'd have had it.
Need
Fuck
me to spell that
me.
for you?
No, I'll just put Nate S. God damn
Okay.
it.
All right.
Well, this
the
is really
second
fucked.
matchup. It's going to be with lane choice. It's going to be Jason Bennett,
JB.
and he's going to be shooting against one of the open shooters we talked about, Michael Willis.
Oh, Uncle Willie.
I think he's going to have to borrow a shotgun.
I got a Mossberg you can borrow.
All right. Oh my goodness, you have gotten your wish, Pat. The third matchup is going to be number 2, which is JK.
Ah,
With JK with lane choice versus Pat.
yes.
Is that really how it played out?
It is exactly how it played out.
Wow.
It was meant to be.
So
It's okay, JK. There's a loser's bracket. You'll be all right.
You
All right, the
are
next-
going to get your dick spanked all over the fucking dirt.
the next matchup is going to be number 10, which is Rafael Fuentes,
Roll Raph.
who is a dark horse no more. Everybody knows that he's good.
Everybody
now.
know he's good.
Versus Chris Adkins.
Oh,
Nice.
Ooh.
I'm sorry, but Raph is gonna fucking destroy that.
just take it easy on him. I'm not rooming with him this time. I was gonna say leave me something to play with for the end of the night, but
Chris,
Raph's
just
gonna
bring
be, Raph's gonna
bourbon.
be tugging on his hair.
All right. for the
Chris,
next
bring
one,
bourbon.
And with lane choice will be Adam Haswell
Mm-hmm.
One of the Marine Corps guys.
One of the Marine guys.
versus
JK said I'm gonna straight rape that motherfucker.
yeah, I'll throw
Greg
him
McGee.
He'll be all right.
Oh, that's
The
gonna
other
be
one,
amazing.
Matt is going to be Greg McBee.
How do you spell Greg? I'm just gonna put Greg M.
It's MCB.
MCBEE.
All right.
All right. The next one is, and here's a guy that's really talk about people on the upswing, that have been doing well, is going to be Chuck Lowe.
Chuck shoots good, really well. Yep.
Shoots really well.
He's
And this should be
consistent
This
all
should
the
be
time.
a really good matchup because he's got Ray Churnside.
Nice. That will be a good matchup.
Chuck's gonna fucking spank that ass. I'm sorry, Ray, but Chuck is fucking good.
Chuck has been just chugging along.
Yeah.
I can't say what it was just said to me, but
Dang
he's
it,
pretty
JK,
much.
send me something.
I mean,
have you seen
I
the
mean-
movie? Have you seen
I'm
the movie White Chicks when the big black dude sleeps with all the white girls and they're showing up in a wheelchair? That's basically what he's saying is going to happen to you.
Oh, poor Officer Daniel's gonna get his feelings hurt.
I mean, I'm getting
All right.
I'm getting raped here by Nate.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
at least
there
he's
is a
small.
loser's bracket.
He's
Gentle.
small. Have you seen JK? That would hurt.
Yeah, well, I mean, JK's gonna have his number with you. Let's be real.
So, all right, next group with lane change is going to be Blake Wilkes,
All right.
and he's shooting against Donnie Flo.
Nice.
Blake, that's the junior shooter in that.
Yeah,
junior
that's,
shooter Memorial.
Yeah, he's from up Tennessee. He's a good kid. He's a good pistol shooter. His pistol shooting's solid. If he can just dial in some of his other stuff, he'll be good to go. That'd be fun to see him and Donnie go at it.
Awesome. And then for the last group, we've got the first choice with lane choice is going to be Mitch Cox.
Mitch.
And he's going up against Graham Gregory.
Ooh,
Nice.
that's gonna be a good one.
Yeah,
That will be a good one.
Like, let's be real. They're both super consistent, both super accurate, both really deliberate. But they're both good.
Yeah.
Like, am I gonna say they're gonna win the whole thing. I don't know, but like those two have the potential to go pretty fucking far.
So let's put the two alternates at the bottom, Matt.
Oh, JK.
Can I just be an alternate at this point?
Alternates are going to be Wyatt Robinson. Man, I hate I'm not in that. I hate I'm not in that chat group right now. And Taylor Hughes.
Nice.
So Wyatt and Taylor, and I'll send them emails also. As of right now, you're not in, but bring your gear, be there, be ready to shoot just in case somebody has to back out or isn't able to show up.
Fuck, I'm gonna show up. Fuck it.
So I'm gonna do to JK.
Show up and fuck it.
I'm gonna show up and fuck him.
I mean, he was
Right out of it.
JK was a sexy motherfucker yesterday in his
Oh my
UPS
God.
wear.
That wasn't UPS.
When I got the pictures, I swore he was either a UPS driver or Officer Dangle from Reno 911.
Wasn't he supposed to be Officer Dangle?
Mm-hmm.
That's what he looked like, whether he wanted to be or not.
Yes. That was awesome.
I
All
mean,
right.
I'd hit it.
Again.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm done with it.
Let's make it between 1 and 5 this time. How about that?
All right, somebody give me between 1 and 5 since Buddy's being a boob.
For the open shooters. For the open / these are open and these are modified guys. And of course, like we do on this thing, the modified guys will be able to load their shotgun tubes completely full in this. And that's
All
really
right, we got 5.
Of course. 5. There you go.
Of course.
JK said it was Dangle, just in case you couldn't tell by his sweet ass.
Well, we knew it wasn't from anything dangling, you know what I mean?
And 5. He is thick as cold grits, boy. Woo! All right, so
legs of his.
now we've moved on to our open shoot off, and our first matchup in open is going to start off with our first shooter in our first bracket is going to be Judd Spivey.
Good.
And Judd will have lane choice. Oh, this is a good one. Versus Thomas McCaskill. See what you get, Judd, for making me do it 10 times?
That's karma, instant karma.
I'm gonna fuck Tom's name up, so I'm just putting Thomas in. Tom's gonna beat that ass. I'm sorry, Judd, but
Why? Why you gotta be like that, man? Judd can shoot.
Judd's
yeah, but
Thomas can shoot more gooder.
I mean, I can say that now because I have to go up against Nate. I'm gonna get.
Look, man, don't be putting your bad juju on other shooters, man.
Oh, fine.
Just accept your fate, and Nate's gonna rape you, and just be done with it, bro. You're going to the loser bracket. You might be able to shoot against Pat.
I was gonna say you can shoot against JK.
What's the best flavor? What's the best flavor KY jelly to get the lube ready?
Moving on to the next grouping. It's going to be Elvis Tran.
Nice.
No, it's not.
Oh.
No. Oh, there you go.
Tran versus RJ.
Is it LVs versus RJ?
Yes.
That's
nice.
gonna.
But
yeah.
I mean, when Elvis is on, Elvis can move.
Let him use that little one wheel thing he keeps rolling around.
Yes, if he would shoot it in the one wheel. All right.
Well, it just depends if RJ can get whichever shotgun he decides he's going to run.
To run. Yeah, that's true. So, here's another good matchup. You ready?
Yep.
The next group is going to be Michael Berger.
Nice.
Big booty burger.
Which I like to say, stand up when you talk to me, Berger.
Midget burger.
Yep.
Versus Jeremy Lohman.
That'd be a good matchup.
Yeah, that is a good matchup.
Jeremy can straight lay it down.
He
He can
is.
shoot it, but he's got to get there first.
How do you spell
You know,
Loman?
fast little legs. They go real fast.
Jeremy moved. Oh, dude.
Jeremy moves for a big boy.
Wait, trust me.
That big boy can move.
All right, the next group is going to be Drew Hensley
All right.
versus Lance Guest. Now, Drew's one of our ROs. He shoots our matches, doesn't he? He shoots the Zoo City stuff, doesn't he, Jason?
I believe so.
Yeah, I think so.
Lance is recovering from some muscle pulls he had a month or two ago, but he shot a match this weekend. He says he feels like he's almost there, so hopefully he can at least give it his all.
Cool. And in the next group, we're going to have Jason Thrasher versus John Hartzell.
John is a PJ out of Colorado, I think. He's I've been watching him like on Instagram and everything, and he can lay it down.
It's ZEL instead of SEL.
Yeah, whatever.
I know. There you go. And Jason's a local South Carolina guy. He shoots some PRS and some long range, some 3-gun around here. He's a good dude.
Correction.
So,
John is Idaho. He just
okay.
corrected me.
Yes, you are.
And all right, so for our next group, we're gonna have George Dorbert. Oh, this is a good one.
All right.
And George pulled Rich Franco. Oof. Yeah.
Jorge, you better lay it down.
George, you better get on the donkey.
Because Rich is going to he's practicing right now in his head.
Yeah, Rich didn't make it in because he waited to sign up.
He waited, yep.
Oh, man.
You know, like, I love you, George, but George wanted me to play some PsyOps games, but I can't play PsyOps games with this matchup. Let's be real. Like, that's going to be a good matchup, and George, you better bring it.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. And our next group is another sleeper
the midget's fast.
Another sleeper that you're going to not sleep on. On the next matchup with Lane Choice is going to be Dane Kovac.
Dang.
And Dane is going up against Mike Perez.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't think
I don't know this Mike guy.
He's Mike's. If I'm not mistaken, which I may be, I think Mike's out of PA up that way.
Okay.
I know that. Oh, Mike. I think Mike's isn't he a cop up in PA?
He's a cop. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
He shoots pretty good for a cop.
Yeah, for a cop, he can actually shoot.
I mean, but he can say that because he is a cop or was a cop.
Yes, let's give that out there. Then our last matchup is going to be Rudy Seal. Rudy. And he's shooting against Scott Newman.
Nice.
That'll be a good one.
Yep.
And then we didn't say it each time, but the person on the top, and I'm going to put these in practice score in the squad. So if you're in the shoot off, you can go under view squatting and it should show you the matchups. So that with that said, the person that's the person on top will have lane choice each time, and then the winner will have lane choice as we work our way across. So on that note, let's go back down to open, Matt, and let's get our first two alternates.
All right.
And the first alternate for open is let's hold off on the alternates right now.
Jesus
and
Christ.
Let me and Jason talk, and then we'll do the alternates a little bit later.
All right. So Mike Perez says he is from Maryland. He's a DC cop. Mike,
yeah, that's right.
Mike.
Well, I knew he was pork of some sort. I just didn't know what it was.
Mike, we need to link up sometime. We probably don't live too far from each other. So yeah, we'll link up.
Mike's a good shooter. Mike's a good dude. So well, there's our matchups. Like we talked about, we have
getting raped.
Yes, we have a rule. And
that was inevitable.
Oh,
Pat is
it's
getting raped.
it's
Pat is getting raped.
hey buddy,
Yo,
it's Michael. It's Michael and Ben.
okay. You want to do it that's okay.
Yep, because he's
All right.
already in the other one.
Yeah, that was my thing.
Yep.
That's what I want to talk to you about. All right, we got the alternates. Matt, if you want to add those for open.
Okay.
The first one is going to be Michael Caprioli.
Yep.
think,
Mike
right?
Caprioli. He's so he was Marine Corps back in the 80s, and he went over to the Navy Reserves. He's on the
Woo!
Navy shooting team.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's a lot of us Marines from the 80s that are cool. This guy. And the other alternate is going to be Ben Brown.
I don't know Ben Brown.
That's
He's married to Jana.
Oh yeah, okay.
He's another Marine from the 80s, or maybe from the 90s.
Hopefully,
He's
hey,
not from. He is definitely not from the 80s. He's not in the.
He's not as old as I
am.
am. Yeah. I sometimes forget how long ago the 80s was.
Dude, 80s music is now considered freaking classic rock. Like, who would have ever thought Metallica's classic rock? What the fuck?
Oh yeah. So
Okay, let's wrap this up, B. I got my daughter to go to hang out with.
And like I said, any of the guys shooting, we did put a rule set up on the practice score page. It's pretty straightforward. If you have any questions, you can email me at match@zoocityarmory.com and we'll get you fixed up. And I should have these matchups on practice score under the squatting probably sometime tomorrow. So that's all I got. Jason?
Yep, that's
Hey guys, if you've got any questions, any of you that are listening, got any questions about the match or anything like that, send it up to match@zoocityarmory.com on our email, or reach out if you've got our, hit me on Facebook or hit up Buddy, and we will answer any questions you have pertaining to the match, how we can help facilitate. Again, expect these stages, just like last year, to be longer than your normal stages. You're going to be doing a lot of shooting. I hope you guys enjoy it.
And in talking about we were talking a little bit about the squad matrix. It's probably going to be just very similar to last year's squad matrix. Friday and Saturday, you're going to shoot stages in a row on your side. If you're on squad 1, you probably shoot 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6, 7, 8. The next day, and then you'll have to make up, or 6, 7, 8, 9, and then you'll have to make up on Sunday. You're probably going to have 2 stages that you're going to have to travel on, and that's just to make things work.
Pat, apparently you're going to need a therapy session after the shoot off is done.
Yeah, we're going to bring some counselors down for Pat.
Yeah.
They come see Matt too.
yeah.
Probably
Bring me
a couple
alcohol.
proctologists.
Bring me lots of booze.
Exactly. So,
That's our therapy. Alcohol.
But as for the match, again, just let us know if you have any questions. We're probably going to do one more of these. What are we saying? The week before the match? Another 2 weeks.
Think, Matt? Week 4.
Let's do one week before.
Okay.
How about Sunday? The Sunday before we go.
Or let's do it the Saturday evening. That way, Pat can drink, since he's afraid of drinking on a Sunday night and not waking up for Monday.
4:30.
Oh,
all right. So we'll do it the Saturday. The Saturday of let me look at the date.
The 12th.
Yeah. No, the 11th is a Saturday. Veterans Day is on the 11th. So it's 11th. Sunday's the 12th. Let's do it that 11th. I'll be down there anyway building, so I'll have a better idea of everything going on. And I'm down there from the 10th until the 21st. I'm there for the duration. So like I said, if any guys have any questions, if you're going to ship ammo, Buddy, where are we shipping ammo?
To the Clinton house. I'll be sending an email out with all the addresses. I'll be sending, as a matter of fact, as soon as we get off the phone here, off of this call, I'm going to email that out to everybody on practice score. And it'll be the Clinton house's address, attention Fall Brawl.
And obviously have your name on it.
Yes, please. Somewhere.
All right.
Somewhere.
So, Buddy and Jason have been talking forever. Patrick, do you have anything for us?
I'm gonna do the little matchup pictures and stuff, the verses. So if you have a specific picture you want me to use, send it to the Instagram account, the match Instagram account.
Just like just cut my face on some female that's getting like, you know, railed from behind. And I know.
So nothing different. Just
Yeah,
use
yeah.
I'll just use your OnlyFans account. I'll pull off of there.
That works. But you know, hey everybody, we appreciate you coming on. We appreciate you listening. If you have any questions for us, just either reach out to Bullets and Bourbon or reach out to Jason and Buddy, and we'll be sure to answer any questions that you may have. Other than that, we hope you enjoyed this. We hope you enjoyed the live show. And we will see you at the match. Well, we'll see you a week before the match if you listen in, but we'll see you in person at the match. So everybody have a good night and have a good one. All right, we've ended.
Sweet.
How many people were on there?